Good morning, good morning, good morning. You move from the 3 to Susan Park. Hold on, let me say what's up to everybody, man, before I start reading stuff, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Ray Patterson? How you feeling, man? Branson. Kentrell, good morning. Gabe Toss, what's up, man? What's up? Robert Anderson, good morning. Top of the morning. I think I said what's up, Mr. Mileage. Top of the morning to you, sir. Jose Lopez, what's going on, man? Kentrell said, happy Zulu Day. Oh, man, it's Mardi Gras, huh? It's Fat Tuesday, man? Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah. R.I.P. Jesse Jackson, regardless of the controversy that surrounds him. True. I was struggling with that this morning about Jesse Jackson. But you know how it is, man. You got to say rest in peace to the great Jesse Jackson. He was a great man, for sure. He got a lot of stuff accomplished in his life. Once we get more people in the building, we'll give him the 10 count. Nicole, good morning, Nicole. Jay Gutter, what's up, man? Nuke the Duke, what's up? Lived in Kenner before the storm. Oh, okay, that's what's up. I lived out by Kenner. Metairie, Kenner's out by Metairie, isn't it? Kenner and Metairie? Isn't Kenner out by Metairie? And moved from the 3 to Susan Park. Okay. You live right off Veterans? Okay, cool. Yeah. I used to live right off Veterans too. I think that's Kenner. That's right next to Metairie. What up, DOG? What's going on, man? Ty Genuine in the building. What's up? Marcus Memes, man. Yeah, let's get the lights up. What's going on, man? We got 75 people in the building right now, man. We rooting for Floyd Mayweather Jr., man. I'm out here rooting for Floyd. I've said some things about Floyd that got people in their panties. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm rooting for Floyd. I just wanted to say that, man. I want to talk about Floyd getting his money back with Mike Tyson, fighting in Zaire. You know, there's all kind of shots that I could take about it, but I won't. You know, I did my video about it. Say, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Say, you're not. I mean, look, man. Seriously, man. It's nothing personal, man. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal. But at the same time, man, y'all try to make shit personal. So, you know, throwing rocks and hiding your hand. You know what I mean? You want to beef with somebody, but you don't want to give them any press. You know, that type shit. So what can I really say about Floyd? Other than, you know, I know that there's people in the boxing establishment. Everybody in the boxing establishment knows who I am because of the voice of this channel and all of the supporters that we have over here. Say, you're right. Kenner is right in between New Orleans and Metairie. Yeah, I lived in Kenner, man. Woo! I got some good loving in Kenner. Oh, my God, man. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I got some very, very pleasant memories of Kenner. Man, let me tell you something. Them apartments right off Veterans on Kenner. Man, Lord have mercy, bro. What a wonderful time. What a wonderful place to be at that age. I had such a blast acting like a young adult with all them dime pieces running around New Orleans. Boy, I had a Creole fixation when I lived in Metairie, boy. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. So, yeah, man, I know exactly where Kenner is. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. So, anyway, man. Anyway, back to Floyd, man. I'm wishing Floyd really, really good luck in this fight with Mike Tyson. It's a shame that it has to be an exhibition and not a real fight. I mean, you might as well put it on the record, dog. Go for 51-0 and really, you know, get your money. Get your money on this, man. I hope you get $100 million, dog. You know what I'm saying? Ty genuinely, I'm just trying to tell you, dog. Lord have mercy. How you feel about Keyshawn reacting to Debo scene? I like it, man. I want to see Keyshawn and Little Debbie Poole fight, man. I want to see a little tough guy. I seen a few yellow bones with dreads. Hey, let me tell you something, dog. Man, the chocolates never really liked me, dog. So I had to settle for the real light-skinned chicks. And in New Orleans, they got a lot, dog. Lots. Okay, you know what I mean? Lots. Let me put it this way. More than enough for an individual that is there. Let me put it that way. You're not going to get through all of that. More than enough for the people that are there. You know what I mean? More than enough. More than common enough. It's country now. It is New Orleans is definitely country. But man, it's cultural. It's got a culture, bro. New Orleans got a culture. A wonderful, wonderful culture, bro. A wonderful, wonderful culture in New Orleans. Louisiana in general, the whole South has a wonderful culture. That's when people say for the culture, I always say, Southern culture is not the same thing as Northern culture or Midwestern culture. We have different ways that we all behave. Texas culture is definitely different than New York culture. And I can't really speak on California because I've not been there. I've never lived there. But, you know, I would assume the same thing applies because I've been there and I know people from there. But we have a lot of different cultures. When people talk about the black culture, it's not one culture. They're talking about New York City. Most times when they're talking about the culture, they're talking about New York. That's the New York culture. That's not the Chicago culture. That's not the LA culture. It's not New Orleans culture. It's definitely not Texas culture. It's not Midwest culture. Everybody's got their own way that they do things. Now there's similarities because we're Americans and there's, you know, a lot of cross-pollination. How the fuck am I muted? I'm muted. Oh, Jesus Christ. Doesn't say that I'm moved. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Oh, I'm not muted. Okay, cool. That's not me. All right, cool. Because I was about to say, shit. I see the shit look green. I ain't nowhere near the motherfucker. Thank you. Okay. Nah, they're not lying. He ain't lying. They probably just muted on his end. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you, Lord. Because I got that mic way the hell over there, dog. I was about to start going to work, though. I had my plan B ready to go, just so you guys know. I had it ready to go. Okay, cool, because I had it ready to go, brother. So, brother, number one. Anyway, so thank you for being on your toes. Oh, no, Zulu Lion. Hey, Zulu Lion, seriously, man, thank you for being on your toes. Thank you so much for being on your toes. No joke. Hey, thank you for being on your toes. Thank you for being on your toes. I appreciate it. Zulu, let me know quick if you think I'm on mute. So let me do the check, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you know it's cool. No, Zulu Lion. Nah, Zulu Lion. Hey, Zulu Lion, hell no. Let me know. If you think I'm muted, let me know. I appreciate it. I like the check. Thank you. Because you know I had troubles yesterday, dog. I didn't want no more troubles. You know what I mean? I don't want no troubles. That's why I got that mic way over there. So anyway, man, let me tell you, I'm happy for Floyd, man. I'm not going to pshaw on his fight or his money. Now, see, right now, I'm not going to hate on Floyd's money. Floyd has the opportunity to make a lot of money in the Congo, man. I like that shit, so I'm supporting him for him making money. You know what I mean? I've been a long-time supporter of Floyd. I just got to tell you, man, I just think that there's some personal questions I have. However, when it is leaked or pre-announced that he would fight in the Congo, shit, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to stand in them. I'm not going to, because them Africans got gold money. 2 Cent, I told you they got money over there. 2 Cent. Don't you remember I told you where they got money? These dudes got to go find more money. So they went to the Congo where Muhammad Ali in Zaire, because that's the Democratic Republic of Congo last time I checked, is the same place Muhammad Ali got $5 million and Floyd got $5 million in Zaire. If they go in there and they can get $20 million and $20 million, or $50 million and $50 million. Or they say, fuck it, let me give you some gold. Let me give you a little gold in a gold mine, and let me give you some cash. Because if they got gold mines there, dog, they can get these dudes a little chunk of some gold mine if you go fight in Congo and Zaire. There's some business, there's some business they can do over there. You know what I mean? They got some, hey, and I hope they get some business. You know what I mean? As long as me and your interests do not conflict. That's a beautiful thing, especially Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson's my guy, bro. I fucks with Mike Tyson heavy. And that's another thing. I fuck with Mike Tyson heavy. So I want Mike Tyson to be able to fight Floyd. You know what I mean? Look, man, I like Floyd. I do like Floyd as far as a fighter, and I want him to do well, bro. It doesn't do me any good for me to be talking about this lawsuit and all of that stuff. You know, I don't really like that. I want Floyd to do well. You know what I mean? I want Floyd to do well. Floyd just got some obnoxious fans that talk too much sometimes. And, you know, when your obnoxious fans talk too much sometimes, you know, sometimes I can be rude. Sometimes I can be a little extra upfront with people when you're rude. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Hey, respectfully, that's the only reason for NENJV there is business. For, what is that? NETJ, what is that, Zulu? Yeah, Floyd is, yeah. Floyd is obnoxious, bro. Floyd can, yeah. Let me do my Charles White. Yeah. The great Charles White. Yes, we get 200 people in the building. Then we're going to do our 10 count for Jesse Jackson. Say good morning, Fanon the Great. And salute chat. RIP Jesse Jackson. Hey, dog, Fanon the Great. I love that fucking name, bro. Of all the names that I've ever gotten before, I love when somebody says Fanon the Great. I love it. For my own personal reasons, dog. That's my favorite one. Because you know how few it is that people call somebody the great? You got to really accomplish some shit to be the great, dog. And I appreciate that shit so much, man. I love in my little deluded world to think that I could be something akin to what Alexander the Great was. When you whoop people in this, when you whoop up on people. Africa is not just gold, my boy. They have oil and minerals yourself. Dude. Stacey Williams, let me be very politely to you because I'm not a boy. I didn't say anything about that being the only thing Zaire has. You might want to listen. What I said is that they have gold. Just because I said they have gold doesn't mean that I don't know about cobalt. Just because I said they have gold does not exclude them having. You're great for me, my guy, for sure. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, dog. Now, seriously, though, don't you know that somebody can have gold and silver at the same time? They can have copper, too. They can have coal. They also got lumber. They've got hydroelectrical power, I do believe, in the Congo. I believe the hydroelectric power in the Congo is probably one of the most, if not the most valuable resource they have. So, you know, I find it like maybe you should, like, you know, listen to what I had to say. Platinum and lithium in Congo. No, I don't like that shit either. But you know what? It doesn't matter to me because I know what it is. I've already told you I know who you guys are. You're jumping towards a criticism to act like I don't know something. You're trying to make it look like I don't know something by talking about something that I do know about. Anyway, like I said, they have gold. Do you have any issue with the fact that they have gold? What up, IJ? Fanon the Great. I like Fanon the Great because I'm great at debating you clowns. And I don't even want to be, yes, they have it all. You took my comment the wrong way. No, you called me my boy. Don't call me my boy, bro, because I don't know who you are. You said they have more than gold, as if I did not know. I didn't take it the wrong way. You delivered it the wrong way. It's up to you to write in a way that I interpret it. And you could say, like, for example, you could have said, wow, they also have these things as well. I wouldn't have taken it in. You sounded like you were correcting me. You said, I come here to learn. You're brilliant sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. Other times I'm ignorant. Other times I'm quite ignorant. I know. Other times I'm quite ignorant. Anyway, so let's get back to this because I appreciate you. I appreciate you, brother. I do. But, you know, in the written language, and I don't mean to correct you, and I do thank you for your comment. I'm not a boy, bro. I got a gray beard. I'm not a boy. You know what I mean? So that's just me personally. I wouldn't say, hey, they got more than that, my boy. But, man, if I heard you say it, I might not have had the same reaction, but you typed it. You know what I mean? Got to write it in a way where people understand. So that, but again, let us move on. I think Floyd getting sued for another 1.5 million. Yeah, Floyd is getting sued for over some jewelry. Over some jewelry. Yeah, but you know, look, he has to take responsibility. You know what somebody said about John? Let me ask you guys something. Do you know who John H. Johnson is? John H. Johnson. John H. Johnson was the richest black man in America in the 1970s and in the 1980s. Definitely in the 1960s. Actually, he was the richest black man in America in the 1960s and the 1970s into the 1980s, into the early 1980s. He was worth something around, they said that he was worth somewhere around $300 million, $250 million, $300 million, so in the 1970s. He was richer than Barry Gordy, richer than all the businessmen, richer than everybody, richer than Muhammad Ali, richer than everybody. Because he owned Ebony, and he owned Jet. So he was the richest black man in America when I was a little kid. Yeah. He was from Chicago. He lived in Chicago. We lived in the western suburbs. He was richer. He's the richest man in America. He lived in richest black man in America. He lived in Chicago. Was the owned Johnson Publications and printed Ebony and Jet and sent them right to people's houses. Yeah, my granddad had every Jet magazine. Yeah, every Jet, because they had the Jet Beauty of the Week. Ebony and Jet. Loved Ebony and Jet. Hey, Stacy Williams said, I do know you. Oh, that's not me, bro. Remember 6. Okay. Anyway, Stacy, man, thank you for the conversation, bro. Am I bad if I took that shit the wrong way? You know what I mean? My bad. My bad if I took that the wrong way. Look, yeah, Jet was the smaller magazine. So anyway, he never paid his bills. My mother used to be the one he had to pay his bills to. And she said he never paid his bills. My mother worked somewhere where they had to pay, where he had to pay, and he never paid his money. It's like that guy never paid his bills. They're like, they got dogs. Seriously, man. A lot of these guys, even back then, their wealth is debt. You know what I mean? Because he had presses, he had distribution, he had all of that. So probably when they said he had $200 million, they were probably talking about the worth of his entire organization. Now they didn't pay on time. Some people pay, they don't just, but they don't anyway. They didn't pay on time. Jesse Jackson, we've got 214 people in the building, and I got to tell you I can't tell you how much I'm thankful. Yeah, thank you. I can't tell you how thankful I am for you guys to be here, and I want to and I honestly wish you guys well, to everybody that hears my voice, including Bill Haney, who is a constant joke who I constantly crack jokes at. But that doesn't mean that I don't have any respect for Bill Haney. I don't. Somebody said, no, I'm not saying that I don't have any respect for him. I'm just saying, it is what it is. You crack jokes at me, I crack jokes at you, dog. It is what it is. I got a platform. What up, hands down? How you feeling? I got a platform, and you're not getting me off of it. Only God Almighty and YouTube going to get me off of it. And I ain't doing nothing to violate no policies and no procedures. Because I swear, every time I ever did, you better believe you niggas snitched on me. Anyway, Rest in peace to Jesse Jackson Sr. Rest in peace. It's crazy, man. That was a big ass dude, man. Big, strong dude, man. Saw him in that wheelchair, and you could tell, man. I don't know what happened to him, man. I hope he didn't have strokes. I wonder what Jesse Jackson's health problem was. Hold on. Wow, shit. Oh, man. Wow, man. You know what is crazy? Wow. Man, that's not pleasant. Last 10 years, basically, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. He wound up passing away from the same thing Muhammad Ali passed away from, Parkinson's disease. Would you speak on the Epstein files on the other channel? I will speak on the Epstein files right here, Brother Rich. I'll speak on the Epstein files right here. What do you want? What do you want on the Epstein files? A bunch of perverted rich people. Something we always knew was there. That's not a surprise. They're a bunch of hypocrites and they're a bunch of perverts. Absolutely. We all, I mean, you know, that's what they do. You know? Yeah, I'm down here in New Orleans, born and raised here. Okay, that's not for me. Yeah, that's what I would say about the Epstein files. Epstein files is that these guys, they're a bunch of perverted criminals. That's what they are. And it's not surprising. And they collude to destroy people. They absolutely do. Is Floyd in the files? I mean, they probably Epstein talking about boxing. I looked in the Epstein files. It didn't say anything about Floyd in the Epstein files. Only thing it said about boxing in the Epstein files was something about a UFC match. That was it. But now I'm not going to spend a lot of my time looking into the Epstein files, because all you have to do is think, what can human beings do? And you know what's going to take place. That's what they were doing. They were providing an environment where these rich politicians could, mutually ensure their own destruction. That's it. They created an environment where these politicians at a certain level could voluntarily assure mutual destruction if anybody said anything about anything, or if anything, they let anything happen. Because they think that as a cabal, they are too valuable as a group for them to be punished. That's why it's the super wealthy and the super influential. But again, I've told you before that it only goes so far. They're only so valuable. All of those people whose names are in there, they're all compromised. So what ultimately happened was they fucked around and they found out. That's what happened to those people in the Epstein files. They fucked around with some people that had the information. The people that had the information made the move, and now they're all fucked. Their reputations are tarnished forever. And their little kitty cabal, their little sex party is over with. It's the same thing that happened to you little peons around Diddy. It's the same, because Diddy was not the only one engaged in these parties, setting these parties up, doing the things that Diddy was accused of doing. There are actual people that are doing these things. And you guys got broken up too. I'm not surprised that all y'all gonna go down. I told y'all they stealing from the wrong people. I mean, everybody, let me tell you something. I don't look at anybody on that Epstein list like there's some untouchable person that cannot be drugged down to the ground. Prince Andrew is no longer Prince Andrew. Donald Trump's reputation as a human being is already shot. You know what I'm saying? However, Donald Trump is doing what Donald Trump is told to do so that he doesn't get in any trouble. That's what, if you see them on the camera, they're just there to do what they're told to do. And they're good actors and they do what they're told to do. You can believe me, you cannot believe me. It's the same thing that I got to tell you guys about these YouTube channels. I don't necessarily believe these guys are saying the things that they're saying because they want to say these things. They're being told to say these things, just like politicians. So my take on the Epstein file is I hope they had a good time in their in their parties. And if you wind up dead or in jail, I hope it was worth it to you. Or actually, let me say, I hope it wasn't worth it to you. You know what I mean? Let me be honest. I hope it wasn't worth it for you. I hope whatever you're going through makes you wish you had not done the things that if you did what you're accused of doing, because I don't know. I haven't seen all the proof. I know that there's a lot of, circumstantial evidence. There may be girls that say something happened, but I don't look into all of that. I'm telling you, in my line of work, I don't look into all of that. You know why? Because I don't want to make the things that I think personal. I don't. A lot of you black folk were supporting the shit out of Donald Trump. Yes, you were. During the time of the election, you were bending over backwards to support the guy. Now I changed my mind. Oh, what's this guy doing? Man, whatever. Anyway, someone has to protect the ones who can't protect themselves. Poor children. Yep. But the thing is, it doesn't look like many of the kids were being protected. They were being brought there by their parents. Many of the girls were brought there by their parents, were introduced to these rich people by their kid. They introduced their kids to these wealthy people. And some of these wealthy people, kids that were part of this, are now world-known people. Very wealthy people that were very well taken care of because their kids entertained these very wealthy people. Guido Moses. If you put it in the super chat, bro, you can get back to whatever you want to get to. Guido Moose. No, Guido, I don't really want to, man. Y'all got to put it in the super chat, brother. I'm working for free right now. You know what I mean? And by the way, let me tell you something, Guido. I want to talk to this guy named G on Twitter for a second. He said, that's fair, sir. Yeah, said, why did Tom Brown snitch on Matchroom to Golden Boy? Oh, because they're in a partnership, bro. Because they're in a partnership. Golden Boy fighters are fighting PBC fighters. Tom Brown and those guys are going to have fighters that fight each other. And guess what else? Tom Brown would hope that if Oscar De La Hoya hears something, Oscar De La Hoya will tell Tom Brown. It seems to me, you know what I mean? It seems to me, thanks, Guido. I appreciate you, man. But let me tell you, hey, dog, seriously, I do want to talk to the guy over there on Twitter named G. Okay? Let me explain something to you, partner. And I mean this with all humility and all as much respect as I can give somebody I don't know. You, on the one hand, know me, but I don't know you. You see what I'm saying? So if you talk to me, if I see you say something about Al Heyman that is untrue, and you do it in public, you're not being polite to Al Heyman, saying that he settled for $120 million. Yeah, no, serious. Thank you. Thank you for real, Guido Moose. I appreciate you, brother. Let me talk to y'all about this, if y'all don't mind. Let me go into this thing about the $120 million settlement for Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Al Heyman, that's slanderous. It's slanderous because whoever started that knows that they don't know that to be true, which means it's slander because it's not true. And you have a sore. Hey, thank you, Guido. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. I'll work for that dollar, dog. I'll work for that dollar. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. That means a lot. You know what I mean? Spreading falsehoods on somebody is slander. And you know it's not true. And here's something else. If you know, you should know it's not true. You know, it's not slander on your part, but you're definitely spreading it. You're definitely spreading misinformation. You may not be slandering them, but if you spread misinformation and laugh about it, somebody who knows the information's false may find your laughing an insult. And that's not very respectful of someone. So don't expect to get respect from people if you don't give respect to someone. Al Heyman can't speak for himself. And for you guys to say that there's a $120 million judgment is just ridiculous. Because if there was a judgment at all, I mean, a settlement at all, the settlement would have included a non-disparagement clause. Because you're going to get the $120 million in exchange for not saying something bad or ruining the reputation of Al Heyman. You don't get to settle for $120 million and ruin his reputation at the same time. So if you're going to go out of your way to spread that misinformation and find it funny, because you must think it's true. You must think it's true to find so much humor in it. You're not being respectful to the truth. You're not being respectful to the people you're cracking the joke with by telling them something that's false, that you should know is false. And don't be surprised if there's an equal amount of reaction to your joke. Because you crack a joke everybody laughs at. So I cracked a joke that everybody would see whether they thought it was funny or not by saying just making shit up. See, but Al Heyman was not able to do that for himself. So I figured, you know why won't let me do it. Let me do it. My understanding is this man had a stroke. And he was never the type of person, doesn't even own a computer. So you're out here character assassinating this guy that can't even respond and cracking jokes about it and got enough nerve to tell me to be polite. First of all, I don't take orders. If you don't like how I talk to you, then you can block me or you can respond. Either or. Those are options that you have on Twitter. You can respond because I didn't block you, and you can block me because you have that function. Short of that, bro, I'm not trying to hear none of that. Because you shit on Al Heyman, you guys, the man is sick, got a stroke. How are you going to tell somebody to be respectful while you making fun of a guy that you, if you read the complaint, would know suffered a stroke a couple years ago, is a senior citizen. He's clearly over 65 years old. And his business may be breaking up because of it. But ha, 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 ha. Laughing stock. I got you. Sorry, man. I get to say what I want to say to you. And please understand, there's nothing that is going to be done other than you talking to me and acting like I'm supposed to respect you. Europe, I don't even know who you are, brother. TMT, yes, sir. Thank you, bro. No, seriously. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. Hey, I hope Floyd gets $300 million after taxes for this fight. I really do. And I hope anything that he has a resembling debt goes away. That's what I wish for Floyd Mayweather. Me talking shit about other things, I mean, that's not the same thing. I wish this man does well. Very, very well. That amount of money satisfied way more than they all know. You can't have a fact without the truth. You can't. Matter of fact, people use facts to bait lies all the time. Brother, they use the truth to bait lies all the time. The lie, the truth is this is a fish. This is a little piece of meat that you can eat, fish. That's the truth. The lie is that shit is any good for you because your ass about to get snatched up out this water. You know what I mean? The amount of money said, hey, I'm sorry, Jeep Red Boy in the building. Thank you, brother, so much for your support, brother. Guido Moose said, can Wilder beat Chisora and get back to a belt? I hope so. I think it's a big risk. I can't lie, Guido. I do think that it is a risk. I do, sir. I think that it is a risk. I do. I think it's a risk. I think it's a risk. Derek Chisora is a very, very tough fighter. Derek Chisora is a very, very sloppy and easy to hit fighter. So I think he's going to get past Derek Chisora with a jab. A regular jab is going to bust that boy up. Oh, just a regular jab and a straight right hand should do all kind of damage to Derek Chisora. So that's what I think. But kind of how he fought the last guy, but he's a very, very basic jab, straight right hand, jab, straight right hand, and do that shit to that man is absolutely dizzy and sick. If he starts trying to throw punches, grab him, hold, boot, push him off, get your distance. Don't look for any type of big right hands. Just keep hitting them, peppering them with straight ones. Pop, 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 pop. That straight right hand got weight on it, even if you don't throw it heavy. Trust me. Heavy hands. So, yeah, man, I do think so. Derek Chisora, man, thanks for Derek Chisora for fighting Deontay. Man, I'm so happy. And shout out to Frank Warren for giving my guy a shot, man. Shout out to the great Frank Warren, bro. And then Ajay said, yep, yes, sir, yes, sir. When is this? Yeah. When are you gonna apologize? Never in life. Why would I ever do that? Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, dog, I'm sorry for not telling the truth about your ass earlier. Yeah. Here's the apology. Hey, Mark Millers. Yeah, I'll apologize right now. I apologize for not telling you the truth earlier. I am. We might have been able to approve a lot. We might have well been able to avoid a lot of trouble if y'all would have known who the fuck I was when y'all met me. I apologize. Y'all wouldn't have been in such a shitstorm if I had revealed who the fuck I was and what I got going on. But you know what I mean? Self-discovery is an interesting thing. And so I'm sorry I didn't tell you the truth earlier that you niggas can't touch me with a 10-foot. I'm sorry, you can't touch me with a satellite, bro. You know what I mean? Couldn't touch me with satellite and missiles. That's the only thing that I got to apologize to anybody for. I'm sorry that y'all thought I was faking. I'm sorry if any of your people got arrested in Ricos. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry if any of your niggas went to jail. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anybody stuck a gun in your face, your boys' faces. I'm sorry. It's not my responsibility. Well, I'm sorry that the money got cut off. That's my bad. I'm sorry your money got cut off. My bad. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not apologizing for shit. I didn't do nothing to nobody. Y'all have did shit to me. Ain't nobody ever apologized to me for doing a damn thing to me. Nope. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that you fucked with the wrong dude and you thought it was easy money. It's obviously not been easy money. Seeing as y'all thought it was easy money back in like 2019. Okay? Y'all thought it was easy money when you started the corny shit back in 2019. It's 2026. You niggas is undercard fighters. All right? Undercard fighters. Anyway, I would like to say about Floyd Mayweather Jr. that there is a huge difference between me saying about you, Floyd, that you are not as great as Muhammad Ali. That is not me saying that you are not great. Can you put a 1 in the chat if you're capable of understanding this? If I say that Muhammad Ali is greater than Floyd Mayweather Jr., this is a quiz, IQ test quiz. True or false? True or false? Right? If I say Muhammad Ali is greater than Floyd Mayweather Jr., that means I think Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not great. True or false? I thank you so much. False. Good answer. It is false. If just because I say that Ali is greater than Floyd does not mean that I do not think that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is great. So I do not have to minimize Floyd Mayweather Jr. at all. I don't have to say anything bad about Floyd. I can give Floyd every bit of credit that Floyd deserves in life. I can think that he is a great fighter. And I got to tell you something else. A great businessman. I fuck with Floyd. I mean, I do. I talk bad about Floyd. But Floyd is far, far from stupid. And Floyd is not old. He is not old. Floyd can get out of this financial conundrum. He can. Let me tell you, I'm telling you, Floyd can get out of this. I am not stupid. Just because Floyd is hitting a little dip doesn't mean Floyd can't get out of that dip and get better. Floyd got a whole life to go. I'm not saying just because Floyd has a little problem, doesn't mean this man can't solve that problem. He can't have a $400 million, $500 more million in his 50s and 60s, and he can't reach some incredible greatness. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, Muhammad Ali's entire life has been lived. And let me also tell you, and I will tell you, I saw Ali. Y'all didn't see him. Some of y'all. But anyway, I just think Ali has more for my reasons. All right? And by the way, I'm not Muslim. So some of you, and I would like to talk to you, son, for a second. And I'm going to call you son because you're young. I mean this. I'm going to talk to you for a second, son. And I say son because you're a young man. I am not Muslim. I am not Muslim. So your dislike of Islam is not my problem. It has nothing to do with me, and it in no way, shape, form, or fashion affects my opinion about a boxer one way or the other. That is a prejudice that you have for some strange reason. And that is the root of all of your issues, is that you don't like a Muslim. You guys hide behind Christianity. I doubt very much that you're a Christian. I do. Seems much more of a different denomination within the same line of person. But you have to understand, though, that an extremely Orthodox Christian is truly a descendant of that same group of people that I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. Oh, here's my coffee. I don't care. Everybody knows. What do I care? Oh, thank you for I don't need to be careful, bro, but thank you for your conversation, bro. I'm going to go ahead and ban you. I don't care who you guys know. It doesn't matter who you know. Knowing somebody doesn't do anything. Who cares who you know? I don't care who you know. I care what you can do. Every politician in the world knows damn near everybody. I don't care what they know. I care what they can, who they know. I care what they can do. Do you know what? You know the saying, it doesn't matter what you know, it matters who you know. That's because the person who you know has to be able to do something. It matters that you know the person that can do something. You can't do nothing. Fanon, you thought they was lying when they called dude a crackhead? No, let me tell you something, Love and Loyalty Incorporated. No, bro, I didn't think anything. I just knew it was a fight waiting to happen. And I knew that. I knew eventually this shit is going to go sideways. So I just ignored it and I let them talk and I let you guys do what you do. But I'm going to tell you, being Muslim and all that shit, that's not my problem. You know what I mean? The dislike of Muhammad Ali because he's a Muslim. I mean, that's not boxing, bro. That has nothing to do with greatness. That has something to do with whether or not you like the guy or not. Which I don't understand the strange necessity to tell me that. Because I'm not Muhammad Ali. I'm not related to Muhammad Ali. Why in the world would you care? Why would you? It's like you say it to me like the nigga's my cousin or something. Like I'm his brother or something. Like I did something wrong because this guy is Muslim. You know what I mean? Strange things people in boxing do. You know? Fanon, Johnson & Johnson had... No, it's not. It's Johnson Publications. Love Down Gaither. There's a difference between Johnson & Johnson and Johnson Publication. Johnson Publications is owned by the Johnsons. Johnson Publications is owned by the family the Johnsons. It's two different families. John H. Johnson is by himself. The Johnsons that own Johnson Publications, Johnson & Johnson hair products and all of that, now they are light-skinned black folk and they're from Chicago. They are actually up out of Chicago though. Or the Johnsons. Yeah, it's two different Johnsons, brother. It's two different Johnsons. You know? So anyway, bro, that's not my problem. I don't understand why y'all want to make that my problem. But blessings to you. You know what I mean? Blessings to you. You know what I mean? Blessings to you. It's not my problem that the man is Muslim. It's not. It's not my fault, bro. Plus, in that Chicago shit, let me tell you, bro, for real in Chicago, come on, man. Like, you niggas is immigrants, bro. You get what I'm saying? You guys are immigrants in that city. Hey, Newt. He said, dude, if you talk about who I think you're talking about, dude, a pure weirdo, it is what it is. Oh, yeah, dog. Anyway, yeah, dog. Crazy. But I just want to say, man, I'm not Muslim. For some reason, these niggas be wanting to think that like I got something to do with Muhammad Ali or something. Only because I say the nigga's the greatest fighter ever. He is. He'll whoop your ass. I'll take him in a fight over your favorite fighter. I will. Now, I mean this. I challenge anybody to give me somebody that they pick in a boxing match to beat Muhammad Ali. Let me know. Hey, thank you for phenomenal Noob. Really appreciate that. For real. Y'all let me know who. I mean, for real. Who? Who do you guys have in a fight beating Muhammad Ali? I'll take Muhammad Ali. If you got somebody in a boxing ring and you want to have one guy fight the other, the guy I'm taking is Muhammad Ali. Who are you taking? Blind match. It's a blind match. Two dudes are getting in the ring. Boxing match. You have to pick two guys. It don't matter. You got to pick. I get first pick. I'm taking Muhammad Ali. Oh, dog, without a doubt. Dog, without a doubt, bro. That has already been established, bro. Yes, sir. Very, very much so. Hey, dog, let me tell you something. Do you know what they said about you know what they said? You know who these guys are? Do you know who they are? You know why he can invent those things? My granddad, whose name was Richard David Blackwell, or Richard Himes Blackwell. My grandfather was somebody that did not graduate out of the 6th grade, but could teach geometry. could teach geometry. That's what Richard Hines Blackwell could do. He was a pool shark, an excellent pool player. And so what? Yeah, so who? Okay. Who? Bro, I'm going to kick you out of here for not making much sense. I got Muhammad Ali. Who do you have? Answer the goddamn question, bro. See, let me talk about this guy right here, bro. Yeah. You know who they are. He didn't learn that shit in school, bro. They didn't learn that shit in school. Let's put it that way. The guy that did all the mathematical equations did not learn that shit in school, bro. They did not teach that. They didn't teach it to him in his local school. They already knew. Just like Benjamin Banneker knew. Just like they built DC, they built Philadelphia. Absolutely, bro. Yes, I have them beaten. Yes, I do. But thank you. Yes, I do have beaten them. But see how they changed the question? You want to make a statement that has nothing to do with the topic. So are you taking Larry Holmes? Are you taking Larry Holmes? Is that the guy's name you're taking? Larry Holmes? Okay. Okay, you take Lennox Lewis. Thank you. I'll take Ali over Lennox Lewis. We'll see who wins. We'll see who wins. You know what I'm talking about? That's cool. If you say Lennox Lewis, cool. If you say Vladimir Klitschko, you know damn well. He said we built a lot of the Caribbean too. Yeah. Look, dog. Hey, dog, look, bro. There's a reason, dog, you niggas cannot breathe on me, bro. My name is Blackwell. Oh, they don't like it either, dog. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, let me tell you the double whammy, bro. Let me talk about this double whammy for a second. Hey, phenomenal new, bro. Do you know what they don't like about the trifecta, bro? They don't like that Blackwell on my back, dog. They don't like that nigga. They don't like it, nigga. I'm the lightest skinned I'm the lightest skinned Blackwell you will ever see in your life. These niggas they don't like it, dog. Dog, they don't like that one, dog. They really don't like that one, dog. That other shit they really hate too, bro. It's a double whammy on that ass. It's because exactly, bro. That's why they hate it, dog. These niggas be so smart, bro. Hey, look, bro. Hey, let me tell you for real. Let me tell you a story, okay? Okay, let me tell you about Blackwells, okay? True story on God, I swear. Scouts honor everything. Let me tell you about my dad, bro. My dad is now passed away. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. I'll get it. I'll get it in a second. Hey, look, my dad, phenomenal new. My dad passed away, so my dad is gone, okay? Rest in peace, Bob Blackwell. We're going to have a ceremony and everything. But let me tell you something. My dad was a bad-ass dude. And let me tell you, bro, my dad took no shit off white boys. My dad, let me tell you, took no shit off white boys. And let me tell you what I mean by that. We grew up, and you can do the research, on the far west side of Chicago, like way out in a town that was mobbed up to the gills. Italian mob, Chinese mob, straight up Chicago mob, way outside west. You know what I mean? That's where it was. A bunch of Polish people, a bunch of Eastern Europeans. We're not talking about just normal white folk, like, you know what I mean? They had wasps too, but not in this town, bro. I asked, bro, can you hold on? Because I already answered the question. I already answered your question. Can Wilder beat Shakur and get Chisora beat Chisora? Yes, I did. I already answered your question. I already told you. I said yes. And I specifically told you that he could throw jabs and straight right hands. And as long as he fights regularly towards Derek Chisora, he can stop Derek Chisora. And then he can get on to the Usyk fight. And yes, he could get to a belt because he's got Usyk next. To a belt? Yes. Do I think that he's going to have to knock out and really fight smart to have a chance to beat Alexander Usyk, but I already answered the question. So yeah, man. Yes, I did. I answered the question. I appreciate that, bro. But I definitely answered the question. So back to this. Let me tell you what my dad did. This for you, Phenomenal Noob. My straight up mobbed up area. My dad was married, was a black dude. We the only black family in the area. My mother is mixed, right? But looks, basically, my mama is who my mama is. But let's just say, my mama gets a pass. That's how we got to be in the neighborhood, because my mama got a pass to allow her kids to be in that neighborhood, obviously, because anybody else, we wouldn't have been in there. Anyway, my dad would go into these grocery stores who are owned by these people, snatch the donuts off the shelf, start eating the donuts in the store, chomping, looking at this dude in his mouth, lay down cash for the thing, and walk out the store. He'd drive down the street. One time, somebody walked out on the balcony, walked out and said the N-word to him. He pulls the car over, walks out, walks right onto these mob-ass niggas' porch and says, "What did you say to me?" Right to him. "What did you say to me?" Sir, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I thought. And that's just one of the stories of my pops. So you better believe, you better believe, damn. All right, man, I don't know how that happened. My device got disconnected. Hold on. Hold on one second. All right, we back. Y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Niggas got mad that I was about to do that shit about my dad. Anyway. Anyway, like I said. So nah, bro, we're not trying to hear that shit, bro. I'm just trying to tell you my dad was a wild boy. I'll leave it like that about my pops, bro. So I ain't trying to hear none of you niggas. Just so you know, when you talk, that's how I was raised. That's how I was raised. So if y'all feel like maybe I'm some overly aggressive to you sometimes, it's because that's how I was raised to be. Because I was raised around a bunch of Italians that if you walk by their house, it's straight going to call you that shit to your face. And then you're going to have to fight. And you're going to fight every day. So please excuse me if I get a little gruff with y'all from time to time. But trust me, I'm not scared of nobody's Rick Glazier. I'm not. You know, for now, the undercard, oh yeah, it does. That's a great card. It's a great card. It's not even just an okay card. It's a great card. I love that card. That the Mario, you're talking about the Mario Barrios, Ryan Garcia card, man. Ryan Garcia is having a good career, bro. I rocks with his career, man. I really, really do. I rocks with his career. Hey, man, thank you for the support, bro. In the Cash App, man. Oh, man, thank you, brother. Let me say, somebody got somebody supported in the Cash App, man. I got people in here in the Cash App. Finish way. That's my guy Dapper Douglas in the building with the $5 holler. Thank you, bro. Yes, I just want to let you know, if you guys ever hear me talking, like, because I talk to black people like that, and then you think for some reason I'm not going to talk to you like that, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not wired well. I'm going to talk to you like that because I'm not worried about what you bring, bro. I'm really not. You got to understand, bro, I'm not fooled. And you're going to turn around and figure out what the deal is later down the line, and you'll be glad that you at least had me, you know, I'm going to tell you now. To the guy that responded to me on Twitter, please do not confuse me because you seem like one of these guys around Rick Glazier. I am another field hand. I am. You better believe. Yes, I am. I'm another field hand. I am. And I got 500 and I got 500 and I got a whole bunch of other niggas in the field with me. You write that. You got that shit right. I'm just another field hand in the city. You got that right. Just another field hand in the city. Now, behave as if you can do something. You know what I mean? Now, do something to me. Anyway, we'll leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? Hey, said it looks full. It looks to be full of Tank's leftovers. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. But still, Gervonta Davis makes stars out of people, bro. Gervonta Davis out here making stars of people, brother. Stars of cats. Stars of cats. I can take that bug juice. Yeah, that's a good one right there. That's no joke right there. Jack Johnson over Ali, you might be right. That's a very good argument. I'll take Ali, but you know, there's going to be a good fight. That's old school. He may not know what's coming with Jack Johnson. You know? He may not know what's coming with Jack Johnson. Oh, you know what? I gotta stop because I think this is gonna fuck up my damn. Hopefully this doesn't mess up my transmission. What do you call it? What do you call it? Give me 1 second. Hopefully it doesn't slow down my connection. Since I hit this upload, sucks. This is going to take forever to get that damn thing up. Hate not being able to do two things at the same time, bro. With this internet. But the internet looks like it's good today. But let me remove this stuff. Give me 1 second. Give me a second. Am I good? How come Jack Johnson never featured on video games? Oh man, you know why he's not featured, because they ain't got no boxing video games now. You know what I mean? He said, that's my cap in USA. That's my internet. Yeah, man, my internet is bogus, bro. I got bogus internet, man, for sure. Some of the most bogus internet, dog. I'm king of the bogus internet, bro. It is absolutely fucking wild. It is absolutely terrible, bro. Terrible. But anyway, let's get to this, man. So, Gervonta Davis, man, that night was awesome. What night was awesome? Sugar Ray Pat, where it's at. Salute, man. Oh, man, let me see. Who's Sugar Ray Pat? Knockout Kings was great. Yeah, it was. I used to play that when I was younger. Then I got off of it one time and somebody whooped my ass in Knockout King, and I didn't pick it up again because I was like, damn, this dude's throwing real combinations in this bitch. Real designated. I was like, man, I can't keep up anymore because I didn't play it enough. But yeah, man, it's a good friend of mine, man, Anoop, used to play that with. Anyway, man, so back to this, man. Who y'all got in Floyd Mayweather? What do you guys want to see happen? What's with the WBC, Shakur and Bud? Well, honestly, man, Shakur, Stevenson, and Bud got disrespected by the WBC, and they got treated like they were WBO champions. That's what it looks like to me. They got treated like WBO champions. They said, you want to be with the WBO? You with the WBO, buddy. We don't need you, dog, around these parts, man. You know what I mean? He said, we don't need you around these parts. We don't need you around these parts. That's what they said to Bud. They said, if you don't want to pay the full fee, we don't need you around these parts, man. We're not setting the precedent of negotiating with people. I'm sorry. And you know what I'm telling you? I respect Mauricio Sulaiman because Mauricio Sulaiman keeps coming out talking about the job that they have to do versus a bunch of media people that want to get rid of the sanctioning bodies. Man, absolute enemies of boxing is what the media is at this point in time. Jack Johnson is the last fight night champion, is in the last fight night champion, I believe. Oh, was he? Man, Jack Johnson, man, great defense, very, very tough, big fighter, very big for that time. As in, he's only like 6'1", 6'2", something like that. So he's got a little size disadvantage against against Ali. But at the same time, bro, dog, he got that granddaddy shit, bro. You don't know what's going on, dog. Them dudes know learn how to fight from each other. That shit is from something. Hey, bro, that dude can fight, man. Jack Johnson, yeah. Scooter Black said, yep. Knockout Kings was great. So who do y'all got this weekend? Let me know. Who y'all got this weekend? Ryan Garcia or Mario Barrios? Who do you guys got this weekend? I wish I was alive to see Rollo slapbox Ali. Dog, honestly, man, I thought that shit was an inside joke, bro. I really didn't like that, bro, because there was a stupid-ass rumor about me. Stupid-ass thought process that some cats had misinterpreting some things. If Jack can keep inside, he can give Ali trouble, but Ali's IQ is legendary. Hey, man, that's a tough guy, man. We'll see. I mean, I would love to see. We'll never get to see, but I would love to see. You know what I mean? It's like, who's badder? Women in the 1940s or women today? Honestly, they probably are the same women, literally. Can I also tell you something, man? As a fan of reincarnation, dog, I don't think we actually have different human beings on the planet now than we had then. I don't. But the population is so much bigger. Man, people lie a lot. You know what I mean? They lie a lot. So I don't know about the population and all that. The population might have grown, but at the same time, bro, you know, I don't believe it, dog. I think if you were here then, if you were here now, you were here then. All you are is consciousness. Doesn't matter how many different ways that it splits up. You know what I mean? All of the consciousness was still here. Just like all of the energy, all of the electricity, everything was already here. Moving back and forth between the universe. Anyway, I like both fighters. I got Ryan. Man, I hope Ryan wins. Honestly, I kind of hope Ryan wins. But if Ryan wins in a close fight, I'd love to have a rematch and a quick turnaround rematch. But I like Ryan Garcia as a fighter, man. I think Ryan Garcia got a bad rep because I think Ryan's one of the best fighters at 140. And well, he's one of the best fighters at like 143 to 145. All of that shit that these guys talked about, and they wind up fighting at catch weights themselves. That shit was absolutely hilarious. Jay Gunner said a fully focused Ryan would win, in my opinion. Just don't know where his head at. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I like Ryan, though, man. I like Ryan as a fighter. I like Ryan's fighting. I like his talent. I think he's a very, very underrated talent in the sport. Very, very underrated talent. As in just, somebody that's dangerous for people, man, but everybody wants to treat him like he's a joke. I think his personality makes you think that he is, and yeah, he has some up and downs. I don't think he's like the Shakur type pedigree. Not the Love and Loyalty Incorporated said, I got Ryan. Yes, sir. That man said, you're great in my book. Appreciate you, brother. All is well. Ja said, Ryan doesn't have defense. That's his problem. Yeah, well, it didn't show. It didn't show because he's always looking to counter. He relies very heavily on his power. And as I've always said about Ryan, Ryan's chin is sitting up there in the air. The problem is his head is always on the line and his chin is up in the air. He's very, and I'll say pause because of the type of people that like to bother me. He's always erect. He always stands upright and erect. Hey, man, I'm not beefing with anybody, bro. I don't beef with anybody, brother. There's no beef there. Somebody's looking for attention. You know what I mean? Somebody's looking for attention. There ain't no beef there. He's one of 1 million. He's one of many YouTube channels that do not like me. God bless him and have a wonderful life, homie. Devin was dumb to try to fight Ryan like that, like he fought Loma. He let his fans gaslight him into thinking he can beat Loma, thinking he beat Loma, and he skipped out on that lesson. Honestly, man, I don't think he had much choice. but to fight that way. I don't, and by the way, hey, yes, yeah. Ryan was not on roids, though. Ryan was not on roids. You know, Ryan was not on roids. YouTube beef sell for certain people, bro. They don't sell for me because I have an adult audience. I have an adult audience. Grown-ups, listen to me, okay? I beef with all you 20-year-olds. Let me be really close. His daddy told him to. Yeah, exactly. Don't be blaming that. Don't be blaming YouTube channels. Oh, he fought dumb. He would have won if he would have listened. Then it turned into the steroids after that. At first, it was because he listened to somebody else. Yeah, it wasn't on no juice. He wasn't on no steroids anyway. Austrian, if that's what if you put weight into that, that's cool. You know what I mean? Let me see something. Do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these fighters. Give me 1 second. 6 of these fighters are on ring cards. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Man, it's crazy, bro. Hold on 1 second. Tank destroys Shakur. You think so? Nah. Shakur ain't going to get destroyed from anybody, bro, because Shakur's not going to let that shit happen, bro. You're not going to destroy Shakur Stevenson. That's not going to happen. I don't see that shit at all. I see Gervonta. Now, if Shakur gets dropped and wobbled and hurt, I can see that. Destroy him, I can't see that. Shakur's too good a fighter to get destroyed, bro. He's too balanced. It's going to be a very difficult fight for Gervonta Davis stylistically. You know what I mean? It's difficult stylistically, but please do not think Shakur Stevenson's going to be out there throwing a lot of punches. I'm going to tell you the biggest problem for Shakur Stevenson fighting Gervonta Davis is the fact that he has to throw a punch. If Gervonta Davis goes backwards, you still have to throw punches. And you countering him means he's going to throw punches after you counter him. That's the hardest fight that there is for Shakur. I'm telling you right now, because Shakur has to throw punches. Gervonta Davis is not just a guy that's going to come forward and throw a bunch of punches at you. Gervonta Davis is somebody that if you throw a lot of punches at him, he's going to throw punches at you. And if you throw a combination, he will block every one of them bitches and then throw back at you too. And if you have to throw punches, that's that many more openings there are for you. So I'm sure the range is something that is really, really nice. Yeah, they'll absolutely be looking to counter. So no, Gervonta's got a lot coming back, and he throws very straight punches. So Gervonta is not somebody that's just going to come to him. It's not going to be like Tio where he's jumping in there trying to figure that shit out. If Shakur does not come to him, Gervonta Davis will absolutely go backwards. He absolutely will go backwards. Thank you, A. Thank you, Miss A. Thank you, Renata Smith. Thank you. You know, he will absolutely move backwards. He will absolutely go left. He will absolutely go right. He moves angles, all kind of shit, bro. That's going to be a problem, bro. And if Shakur makes a mistake in any of the calculations that these guys are running, Gervonta Davis can absolutely crack that guy. and make him very, very wary, man. That's a tough fight, especially if Gervonta Davis pushes the pace. I think the biggest issue is going to be, or not the issue, the biggest question is going to be, who has the best endurance? The best physical conditioning is the guy that's going to win that fight. Gervonta Davis is to beat Shakur Stevenson. Gervonta has to be in better physical shape than Shakur is. Better physical shape. He has to have a better engine. He has to have better conditioning. If he has better engine, better conditioning, he's going to cause Shakur Stevenson a lot of problems, because that means he's going to be able to turn up the gas and keep the gas up on Shakur. And he's a lot better counterpuncher than anybody, and a harder, faster counterpuncher from the southpaw stance than Shakur's seen. I don't care what he acts like. I'm not going to go by what he says. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson. Shout out to Jamal Weeks, though. Now, shout out to Shakur. I don't care what Shakur says. Bug Juice said, Team Keyshawn. Shout out to Keyshawn. I can respect that, man. For sure. I can respect being Team Keyshawn. For sure. Tank is just as athletic and explosive. Shakur will have his hands full. You are 1,000 about the stamina. Yep. He just has to make sure that he's in acts. His conditioning has to be nuts. And and all his punches have to thud. He's got to crack on him. Got to. And he's got to go to the body. He's got to go to the body. Got to go to the body. Every opportunity that there is to crack that man in that chest, he's got to crack that man in the chest. Absolutely, positively has to do it. Also, he needs to study Canelo Alvarez a lot. And look for what the way that Bud fought Canelo. Lamont Roach showed us Tank has tails. No, he just waits for the guy to throw the punch. He's already had the fight. Everybody has a tail. Everybody has a tail. But maybe if you say so, what are his tails? I just don't think that Tank was I just don't think Tank was I just don't think he was very sharp in that fight. That's what it looked like to me. Roach is not a southpaw, folks. The southpaw killer is the overhand right. Shakur is not orthodox. Tank is going to walk Shakur down like he did Frank Martin. That jab ain't going to keep Tank off of him. I mean, if he keeps doing it, he can slip side, yep. But he's got to have great defense coming in on Shakur, because Shakur is very precise with his shit. Man, thank you to the 300 people and 316 people that we have in the live in the live stream. Oh man. Shakur ain't never been tested. He only fighting people he beat in sparring. That's true. Except for he did speak. I mean, it is what it is. I know Shakur is a great fighter, though. I'm looking at the eye test with Shakur. I was questionable about Shakur when Shakur first fought. I was questionable. I ain't gonna lie. At 126, I was like, nah, I don't really see it. But as he got bigger and he got stronger, I see it a lot better. Haney didn't do nothing to Tank. Seeing the sparring tape, yeah, I saw it. I didn't realize Roach was that big. He looked way bigger than Tank that fight. Tank is small. The thing about Tank is you really don't understand how small Tank is. Tank is a little guy, man. Tank's a little guy, man. He is. He's a little guy. If it wasn't true, I wouldn't say it. But he is a little guy. Errol, quite honestly, is a little guy too. Bud is a when I saw Bud was a very lean guy. By the way, Bud didn't like me when I saw him. So, whatever, man. Y'all talk so fucking much, man. When Tank is in a high guard, he's not throwing punches. That's when Roach punched. When Tank gauged his guard is low, he looking to counter, so Roach waited. Oh. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Surprise. I said, yeah, but man, let me tell you something though. Roach does that shit with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Roach, if somebody is looking to engage in Los and fight, he doesn't fight. And he waits to counter you. If you're not moving, then but he doesn't really take the lead that much. They're all little bitty dudes weighing less than 200 pounds. Yeah, you're right. You ain't lying, dog. You ain't never lied. You ain't never, ever lied, Rick Timms. You ain't never lied, Rick Timms. You know why they want to beef with me, man? Can I get applause for the 300 people listening to the live stream right now? I really want to thank you guys so much for being supporters to the channel. I can't tell you how good it feels to know that you can come back and you can have an audience that is a good live stream every day when you talk, when you do videos, when you do live streams. You know what I mean? When you talk on Twitter. Thank you guys so much for your support. Really, thank you for listening to me. It really, like, the fact that you listen to me steadily is very empowering. The money is one thing because I really do appreciate the super chats, but I do want to take a second to just thank the people that listen. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, because most of you are silent. Most of you don't say what you think, and I really appreciate you guys, man. Because that's why these people do the shit that they do. Because of you and the fact that you listen to me. So they always want to make sure there's something negative out there about me. Roach said Tank was small and that was coming after the move up. Yep. Yeah, Tank's a small guy, man. Surprise, Dragonfly said it's because you keep it real, Fanon. Thank you, man. I try my best, man. Despite all the slander thrown my way, bro. Hey, man, VA resident, thank you, so brother. He said, great show, Fanon. Shout out to New Orleans, to NO. Hey, Chalmette. Ain't that Chalmette? Is Chalmette on the West Bank? Madisonville, Slidell, and Covington. That's West Bank, right? Y'all out on the West Bank. Shout out to VA resident. Shout out to the West Bank. That hot. What's that? Shout out to that. Oh my God, I used to have some fun on the West Bank. Oh my God, nigga. I was thinking. Let me tell you something, man. I was just thinking about the West Bank. Hey, man, when I was a kid, I was dating a girl, bro. She had family on the West Bank, bro. Man, I used to drive. I'll never forget it, bro. I was like, it's right after I pledged. I was like 20, bro. Bro, nobody knows that nigga in Chicago, man. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Nobody knows that nigga. Don't nobody know that nigga in Chicago, man. My name is Martin Blackwell, nigga. Google me, dog. We in the Hall of Fame in Chicago, nigga. Bro, we in the Hall of Fame, nigga. We in the Hall of Fame, dog. You kidding me? Anyway, man, what was I saying before this nigga before Southpaw so rudely interjected? Hey, dog, what was I saying before Southpaw TV so rudely interjected with his what do you call it? Which his burner account? Well, because now it makes sense. That's the same goofy ass sense of humor. What is that? What do you call that shit? Hey, thank you, man. Damn, what was I talking about, man? I hate that you distracted me, bro. Oh, yeah, I remember. Because there's a $25 holler in the Cash App, bro. Let me get that going for the $25 Africa. Hey, shout out to South Africa. About the West Bank. Oh, my God, man. I can't even tell you the story. All I'll tell you is this. Let me tell you this part of it. Man, I used to drive. I think I might have tried to hit 100 miles an hour, bro, from driving straight down 55 from Chicago straight to the West Bank, bro. Straight to the West Bank, bro. I swear to God, I didn't stop nothing. Just, man, God, dog, I didn't sleep nothing, bro. Running to get back, bro. That was crazy. Thank you so much, man. Anyway, dog, before I was so rudely interrupted by you, little man, dog, don't nobody know y'all niggas in Chicago, bro. Stop that shit, man. Come on, bro. I wasn't born in Chicago, though. I don't know. Maybe everybody did forget me. Maybe nobody knows me. Maybe when I go to Chicago, you know, somebody can walk up and do something to me. I don't know. I don't think so, though. I'm definitely willing to roll that dice, bro. I'm definitely willing to roll that dice. Anyway, man, y'all are funny dudes. They got a lot of people, new people in Chicago, though, because they do got some new Venezuelans there. Maybe y'all, first of all, let me tell you what would happen if a Venezuelan gang messed with me in Chicago. Bro, you're going to get arrested. Bro, you're going to get arrested. That's what's going to happen, bro, because they didn't change police forces. Hey, man, can anybody tell me if they changed police forces? If they changed the state troopers, or if they've changed any of that shit? Do they still have a city hall down there in Chicago in a Cook County office? Don't they still have that there? I'm pretty sure they still got that there. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that these niggas are still living there. I'm pretty sure that most of the people that I was there 30 years ago are running that place. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, bro. I'm pretty sure. Martin, you took me back about talking about I-55. My route, Houston to Cleveland, Ohio, was I-10 to I-12 to 55 to 40 to 65 to 70. It takes you right to Columbus up. Yeah, nog. Oh, Lou. Man, I love that drive. Woo-wee. I got a good friend whose wife is from Dayton, Ohio, though. Shout out to the good people in Dayton, Ohio. I got a good friend, man. Bones, man. Got my good friend named Bones is from Dayton, Ohio. Let me tell y'all something, bro. I got more connections in America than you do because you're not from here. I'm telling you, bro, I don't even care, bro. Seriously, anywhere you want to go, dog, because it's called the United States of America and I'm from here. So good luck having anybody with more connections with me. Good. If you think you do, good. Just because you know them, you can't make them do anything. That's the problem. You can't make them do nothing. You can't tell these guys to do something. Well, so what difference does it mean if you know him or not? Like, oh, I know Donald Trump. You can't make him do nothing. You can't. You can ask him, but you can't. The difference, let me tell you the difference between me and you. And I'm gonna talk for a little bit more time. No joke between you little niggas. Dude, a dude with real power is gonna get what they need done. Whether the president is named Fred or John, it doesn't matter. The president of the United States name might as well be Willie. It doesn't make a difference to somebody that has power. It really doesn't make a difference. It's all a puppet show. To you, it matters who these people are. To you, it matters to who these people are. Not to people that have power. It doesn't. So please spare me your charades. Seriously, spare me your charades. Because we already know you guys don't make any decisions because you guys are journalists. Journalists don't make decisions. The only thing a journalist does is communicate a decision. That's it. All a journalist gets to do is try to influence a decision by saying a bunch of things about people. You guys can't actually influence the outcome. I'm good, Alonzo. Jeremy Austin, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. So I just want to let you know, bro, I don't work, you know, y'all can pop about the lips, bro. But when you guys get hit with this lawsuit, a real lawsuit, don't be surprised, bro. When Gervonta Davis gets out of this, if Gervonta, and I'm going to say when, if and when, but when Gervonta Davis gets past these allegations that he has, dog, don't be surprised if this guy hits you with some lawsuits, bro. Floyd Mayweather Jr. started suing people. What would keep people from suing you and looking for fishing expeditions with you? Really? What would happen if what happens when the rabbit gets the gun? When they have the funding to start investigating, oh, I'm sorry. I remember you've already been investigated. I'm sorry. That's why the crime family out there in New York City is already shaken to the bones. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. You guys were already running your lips at people and got in trouble because you guys think you're big time. Because relative to the people around you, you're big time. But relative to other people, you're not. And you got in a room with people that were big time, and thought that that made you big time when it does not make you big time. And you got your funding taken away. So now that your funding is taken away, but there still is funding, clearly, for people that have money that need to have the money. But let's not act like your shit ain't dried up. Let's not act like your shit ain't in a lot of trouble. Let's act like DAZN doesn't have double paywalls, and DAZN is looking at Turkey al-Sheikh funding, working exclusively with Paramount Plus and Netflix. Because Warner Brothers, which I do believe Netflix is allowing Warner Brothers to do business with Paramount Plus and giving them a period of time to let them get that deal off. So it seems to me that the big money guys are shifting away from your DAZN deal. Martin, I know it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. Nope. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. So anyway, y'all been fun today. Thank y'all so much for talking to me. I know I started a little bit late, so I'm going to get off a little bit late. Thank y'all to everybody that supported the channel today. I appreciate y'all. Y'all really did come through. Much love. Please don't be it. Before I get off, let me tell you, dog, Queen Von, I hope you're well. No offense if I hurt your feelings or not hurt your feelings, because I know I can never hurt your feelings. If I did something to offend you, Queen Von, I apologize. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I did not listen to any of the criticism that you had of me, because honestly, I don't listen to this stuff. But if you're upset because I've said something, that's my apology. I would never argue with you. I just would never do it. So if you don't like me and you have animosity, I will take full responsibility for that. My apologies. That's how I, think of that particular situation before I get off. So I hope you continue to be blessed. I hope that people subscribe to you and you grow. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful professional career and all of those other things. I would never say a bad word about you. And with that, I'm out. What's up, Willie Hill? Deuces.